Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do the reading for the Earth signs for the 1st to the 7th of November 2020. I'll be doing Taurus, and then I'll do Virgo, and then I'll do Capricorn. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my page. I will be doing some tarot, and then I'll do some oracle as well to get a bit more information. If it does resonate, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. If it doesn't, it's not going to suit everybody. It's just a general reading, so yeah, it won't suit everybody. Don't forget, time is fluid. Energy can be vice versa. So if we talk about you, it could be your partner, and vice versa, or somebody in your life. All right, so let's start. Taurus, 1st to the 7th. Okay, tell me about Taurus, the 1st to the 7th. That's way too many cards. Okay, Taurus, 1st to the 7th. I really want to full out. Okay, next. Taurus, 1st to the 7th. Okay, one more for Taurus. Okay. Quickly shuffle these and then we'll start. You've got a couple for the first. They just kept falling out. So the first ones you've got are the solar plexus chakra, wisdom, and rest and rejuvenate. So to rest and rejuvenate is like spending time in nature. Maybe you need to meditate. It's really just taking time for you, contemplating, recuperating, you know, retreating, just, yeah, being by yourself. That's pretty much what that card is. The wisdom is the same as the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant card is like, you know, somebody who has the expectation of, or even, you know, the tradition of, you know, the family, the kids, the dog, picket fence, whatever. Yeah, you definitely have, that's the rest to rejuvenate. Yeah, that's the Hierophant card. So, I mean, it could be about, you know, control. It could be, there might be somebody a bit controlling. It can also be about traditions and expectations and things like that. You know, that's what someone expects in a relationship. They expect, you know, the traditional, you know, things. And also you got the solar plexus chakra, and it's in reverse. So the solar plexus in reverse is all about taking back your power. It's like vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. Maybe you don't have any of that going on. Maybe you feel like you've had a lack of self-confidence due to something that's happened. Maybe because you expected, because of what you expected. I feel like that. You expected more than what you got. You expected that if you date someone that it's going to turn into marriage, it's going to turn into whatever. That's just your expectation. So tell me about that for Taurus. I feel like you are a very direct kind of person generally. You're a very self-sufficient person. You're honest, you're independent, you have clear boundaries majority of the time, but I feel like, you know, I don't think that's always the case. I feel like you kind of go back and forth with your boundaries. You try to have clear boundaries, but I don't think you do. You're very, for some of you anyway, not all of you, some of you might have very clear boundaries. It's very about direct communication and speaking your truth kind of person, very just cut through the bullshit. You just say what you think. A lot of the time, not all of the time, as I said, for some of you. You may have a fear of the unknown. You're impatient. You want something to happen now. You don't really want to wait. You want your, like, you know, knight in shining armor. You've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you are definitely frustrated. There's a delay to something going on. You might have scattered energy. You might be trying to focus your energy into too many things. I get this when someone's not speaking their truth. And that's why I said not all of you, but I feel like some of you don't have boundaries and some of you also don't speak their truth. I think a majority of you do, which is why the card came out, but I don't think all of you do. But yeah, so anyway, I feel like for some of you, you get very jealous. You have your energy in too many things. You get frustrated. There might be arguments with people, but also there's a delay to getting what it is you want. And you've got 9 of Swords in reverse. So you're definitely going through that kind of, you know, deep-seated fears. You've got the secrets, or there are secrets or were secrets with somebody maybe. It's like inner turmoil, and you're releasing now whatever worries you have. You've got the Chariot, so you have to be determined, you know, take action. It's going to take willpower. You will have success. You've got to trust your intuition though. That's all about trusting your intuition. It's about divine feminine. It's about secrets. It's about trusting yourself with things that you know. But you are going to have, you know, perseverance. You are going to stand your ground, speak your truth, like I said. You might, for some of you, feel very defensive, but you might also, some of you might be in competition with somebody else. Like you're not the only person somebody's seeing, which is probably why you've been through or you are going to go through, whichever, the 3 of Swords, which is about heartbreak, divorce, you know, loss, depression, broken relationship. You've been cheated on, like I said, emotional pain, and you might have had or will have a Tower moment, which is a really sudden unwanted change. It can be an awakening, some sort of, you know, chaos, upheaval, whatever. But yeah, you're feeling very down and there might be conflict. Let's ask. Tell me more information about that first, Taurus. Yeah, you got the Queen of Air again. It's like you are majority of you are a very self-sufficient person. You're independent. You know, whether you have your boundaries, maybe you need to just improve on that. And you do need to speak your truth. Very direct communication. Say how you feel. So I keep getting the frog in my throat. You need to clear away that which doesn't serve you. You know, it's having objective decision making. And you've got 2 of Air again. So it's like, you had this card before. So 2 of Air is about, you know, time to it's time to make a decision. It's like, I think you had this card. I get so confused between different readings, but I thought you had this card. But yeah, you've got to make a decision. You're weighing up your options. You might have very blocked feelings for some of you, and you know, maybe you need to make a decision. You need to not pretend there's no problem. Take off the blindfold, you know, as well with people. You've got Ace of Fire in reverse, so you might have a missed opportunity because you're too busy focused on this. There might be a delay, like I said. You might feel like you have a lack of direction. You might have some other distractions going on in your life, like you might be seeing other people, hanging out with other people, and you might miss an opportunity with someone amazing because, you know, you're too busy hanging out with other people, or you're too busy focused on someone else, or you're too busy focusing on the past person, or, you know, it could be you're out with a guy. Let's just say you're out with a guy and your perfect person's there, but he sees you with a guy and thinks, oh no, you're taken. So he doesn't even make a move. You know what I mean? Like it could be any kind of missed opportunity. So just be aware of that. You do have though, the knight in shining armor kind of Prince Charming kind of person coming. You might, but it could also be that I'm just going to say, I think this is more the case. You feel like somebody that you maybe are hanging out with, which is the distraction, you might think that they are your Prince Charming. Now, I don't think they are. I think they're just because I think, you know, you've been through this, you know, breakup, there's no trust. You know, I don't think things worked out the way you wanted, but also don't think they're going to with this person, because I feel like they're just a distraction. But be careful because you might miss an opportunity. That's all I want to say. I'm spending a lot of time on this. All right, so then we have Suffering in Silence in reverse. It's like inner turmoil, deep-seated fears. You've already had this card. Secrets. You need to release your worries. It's like you are suffering in your, like your, it's not, for some of you it could mean you need to now talk to other people, stop suffering in silence, but I feel like it's a lot of you are just, so you have to release your worries, but you're still holding on to a lot, I think. Yeah, tell me about that for Taurus. So you've got 9 of Pentacles reversed, which is about your self-worth, and maybe you overinvest in something. It doesn't have to be work, but it could be overinvest in things, in relationships, in work, in whatever this is about. You might be being hustled as well, or yeah, being the hustler, but whatever it is, you need some self-worth. And also 7 of Swords in reverse. It's like you went through something or are going to go through something where you're betrayed. It's, you know, dishonest. Somebody's deceptive. They want to get away with something. They're acting strategic. I feel like this is still to come. We'll ask. 8 of Cups, it's like you are moving on. You feel abandoned. You're looking for something better. You're disappointed with how things went. You are trying, well, there is a delay, but you are trying to like shortcut to get to something new when you haven't done the work on you. You haven't got any kind of personal closure. You haven't learned the lesson. But yeah, you had a broken, or will have a broken relationship, which is full of arguments as well. And 6 of Swords in reverse. So it's like you're resisting the change. You're resisting moving on. You feel like there's unfinished business. As I said, I don't think you've learned, but somebody is definitely juggling. They have many options. So I'm telling you, if you don't learn the lesson, you're going to keep repeating the same kind of people as what you've had. Tell me about that for Taurus. Oh, no, too many. So you need to be able to speak your mind with confidence. You need to have balance between your head and your heart. Instead of like, make sure you pay attention to that. That's on the bottom of the deck. You might have also been in or will be in a very controlling relationship if you're not the controller. There's definitely an inner conflict going on. You've also got the Death card in reverse, so you are resisting it. You need to do some work on you. You need to get rid of whatever doesn't serve you. And you've got 10 of Water, so you want that happy life. You want that happy family life, the contentment. That is what you want with somebody. But you're in mental conflict. It's like, you know, weighing up your options. You need to make a decision. You have blocked feelings. You're avoiding kind of making or moving on. You're just in mental conflict about it all. You are going to have to sacrifice. It's like the Hangman as well. It's like letting go. It's like a new perspective, getting some wisdom, you know, surrendering, just going, you know what, this is not working for me. I need to stop and release and move on. Tell me about that for Taurus. Yeah, 3 of Swords. As I said, somebody may, you're going to keep attracting the same kind of thing, I feel like. But you need to release the pain. You need to forgive. You need to stop the negative self-talk, because while you continue to do that, you're going to keep attracting more of the same. You need to be more optimistic. And that relationship could have involved 3 people, like I said, because of the hearts being stabbed. The 3. You need to have some self-discipline. You feel like you have a lack of direction. Maybe figure out what you want for your life. And you've got 7 of Wands. So, yeah, you might be in competition with somebody else, like I said. You need to stand your ground. You need to persevere because, you know, you got the Sun card. You know, you will get a joyous outcome. You will get material happiness. You will get positivity and success and all those things. But, yeah, you've got inner conflict going on. You have to manifest what it is you do want. You're avoiding the Tower moment, so you need to do work on you. You're fearing the change. You're kind of not getting rid of what you need to, and if you don't, the universe will just do it for you. But yeah, you're also not trusting your intuition, and there are secrets you don't know about. You're just depending on others to make you happy, and you actually need to have some self-love and self-worth. And there might also be a misalignment of values with people, as I said, because you may be attracting player after player after player. Same thing. As I said, you need to learn the cycle, you need to break the cycle. At the moment, you're just continuing with the same people because you just keep moving on, moving on. You're not doing any work on you. Taurus, tell me about that. Oh, that one went flying. Yeah, you're not manifesting. You're being manipulated over and over and over. You're not got any plan for your life either. So, yeah, you just keep attracting the same kind of people. So, yeah, you need to have some self-forgiveness. You need to move on, for sure. Things didn't work out the way you planned, but, you know, you've got to move on. Stop the self-pity. It's like enough with playing the victim. Now you've got to move on. Learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, you can't keep being the victim. For how long are you going to be the victim for? Ace of Earth. Also, it's like a lack of planning, like I said. Lost opportunity, like I said. You need to, yeah, should just be aware of that, I think. Because you're too busy wrapped up in this. And keep attracting the same kind of people. You need to do the work on you. You need to be alone. But get out there. Don't close your heart off. Happy being single is the term. You've got the Empress on the bottom. So, you know, you are dependent on others making you happy. You think you need to be in a relationship or around, you know, the opposite sex for things to be okay. And that's not the case at all. But there is impatience. There is slow progress. So things are not going to happen. But you also need, it's going to happen in divine timing when it's meant to. But you also need to just have patience until then, I guess. But yeah, you are looking for something better. You feel like you're abandoned, but you've got to move on. On the bottom over here, you've got positive movement forward. It's like, so positive, let's start with positive movement forward. So it's like whatever negative thoughts you have, you need to let go of. You need to stop being indecisive. You need to make a decision. Any kind of restrictions you have, they're all self-imposed. You're hesitant to open your heart. You might be being very selfish. It's all about your ego. And you've got the Devil card. So once again, you need to release any limiting beliefs. You need to detach from this situation. Maybe that means doing some meditation. Maybe that means whatever that means. But you need to look into cutting cords with people. You need to just be alone. Stop trying to meet people that are the wrong people. Because you haven't done the work on you. You haven't keep attracting. I don't know how many times I can say it. Attracting the same over and over and over. I feel like this is a reoccurring thing for Taurus's readings. Taurus. So the universe can only give you what you ask for. You need to be as specific as possible. And it talks about manifesting, how to manifest. You need to let go of expectations, let go of any kind of attachments. And at the moment, you're not letting go. You're not going with the flow. You know, it's all the same things. Yeah. You've got to live your life like you've already got what it is you want. And be happy being alone. You know, once you're alone, then you can manifest. You can get things you want. It's like you're not listening to the guidance of the universe. Yeah, you're not listening. You need to visualize and experience like how it feels when you actually get something that you want as well. Because you've got to see, believe, feel like as if that's already happened. Like you've already got what it is you want. That's how you manifest. But also stop looking. Because while you're looking, even if it is you think for friendship or whatever, while you are looking, it's not going to happen. Spend time with your friends. Just happy being single. You said you feel like you're very dependent on whether you've got somebody though. Because if you don't, you'll get the self-absorbed narcissist kind of people. Maybe you're doing that at the moment, but you keep attracting one-sided relationships. Yeah, so you will end up with the Tower moment, like I said, that sudden epiphany, the upheaval, the sudden change. But you need to work on you, do the transformation work on you, and you know, stop looking back at the past. Sorry about that, my phone overheated. Okay, so I'm trying to do many things at one time. So yeah, you need to you need to evolve. Nothing is going to happen with this. You need to believe and have faith that love is coming. With the Cupid's arrow, you are going to get what you want. It's just going to take a bit of time, and you've got to release, obviously, and don't have the missed opportunity. Be very careful of the missed opportunity. So the phone does not overheat again. Okay, one card for Taurus. Yeah, you need to release whatever it is, emotional release. Go and do, you know, stand on a cliff like this picture and yell out whatever it is you need to release. You have no self-acceptance. You have no self-worth. You think, you know, you're fat, ugly, whatever. You need to quit those thoughts. You also need to do some work on you and get some self-worth. If you need help, ask your friends. If you need support, you need, you know, to have a chat, whatever it is. But yeah, definitely need to work on you and loving you, because you're not going to attract anything good if you keep thinking, you know, negative thoughts about yourself. One card. Do some exercise if that's how you feel. You know, do some physical activity. It's always good. It raises your vibration. It's good for, you know, all those good hormones as well. Maybe you need to surrender to the, you know, trusting the universe, manifesting, whatever it is, and learn the lesson. As I said, it's all about karmic completion. You need to learn the lesson. One card. Taurus. Does Taurus need to know? One card. Come on. One card. Taurus. Thank you. You need to speak your truth. You are going to have that lightning moment, the Tower moment, if you don't deal with this stuff yourself. Self-love. You need to have some self-love. As I keep saying, self-love, self-worth. See past the illusion that people put on as well. Like if they come across like this amazing person, make sure you actually see beyond that. Because a lot of you like to believe whatever people, you know, tell you, which is fine. I mean, that's, you know, I like to think the best in people too. But you need to see that what they put in front of you is not always the case. You know, just because they say one thing, it doesn't mean it's true. Or just because they say they're this type of person, doesn't mean it's true. One card. Okay, I asked for one card last minute. But you need to ground yourself. You need to keep your heart open and be persistent, because then you can let love in. Go and do things that's you're going to enjoy. As I said, you need to develop mental clarity, like I just said. See past the illusion. Create a balanced life. You know, that's always important. You need to not heal yourself, but you need to grieve and you know, go through whatever it is that's going to heal you so you can move on. Like, learn the lesson as well. You need to follow synchronicities and go with the flow. And as I said, enjoy being single, but put up your boundaries. You know, it's all the things that I've said, which I like that. I like when it kind of reinforces what I've already just said. But yeah, you haven't learned the lesson. So you are going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating until you learn, Taurus. One card, Taurus. Okay, two cards. It's dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. It's inner peace, like I just said a minute ago. You need to do some work on you and realize you're amazing the way you are. You know, that's what you've got to realize. It's trusting your head and your heart, trusting the universe, seeing past the illusion. You're not, at the moment, you're believing whatever people tell you, or the way that people appear, you know. You're trusting that. One card for Taurus. One card for Taurus. Yeah, you feel like you're at a crossroads with like life, I feel. Whether it's people, whether it's just life, whether it's what it is, you feel like you don't know where you're going. You feel like you're lost. You feel like you're just kind of being. You're not really progressing. You're not really anything. You just feel like you're at a crossroads in your life. You don't know where to go. Have some fun. You know, you are on part of a journey. You know, it's about experiencing. It's about learning. But I feel like this time is kind of just learning and, yeah, you've got to learn the lesson. That's like the main. Okay, one card for Taurus. Release. Look. What more can I say? You need to release whatever this is. You need to release and stop trying to find other people to fill your gap. Have patience, you know, take action. Decisions. It's like make decisions. You're not listening to even when I'm talking, I'm sure, but you need to. Because love will come. You've got love on the bottom. It will come. You need to realize your self-worth though. Anyway, that's the reading for Taurus. I will reset Sage and we will go again, and next will be Virgo. If you leave me here, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you for the November readings. Okay, bye. Okay, we are back with Virgo. forgot who it was for a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, Virgo. 1st to the 7th for Virgo. I've got to say, that's a really nice card. Like, check out. She's beautiful. Look at her. She was like, come at me, boys. Oops. Okay, what does Virgo need to know? 1st to the 7th. Virgo. One more for Virgo. Quickly shuffle these and then we'll start. Oh, the first couple of cards. So, I mean, I say this can be timeless. I mean, it can be when it, you know, we just give it a rough date, but these readings can really be timeless. It can be past, present, future for anybody as well. I always been to say that. The first card you've got is Deception and Envy, unfortunately, which is like the 7 of Swords. So, I mean, it can mean somebody is dishonest, somebody is, you know, betraying, somebody is being deceptive, somebody wants to get away with something and they're acting very strategic. So, it's like, not a great card, not a great start. Okay, so yeah, that's Deception and Envy. With that also came out the Ace of Swords in reverse. So that's all about obstacles. It can be about you taking back your own power. You need to take back your own power. Maybe you need to speak your truth, because I'm getting my frog in my throat again. So it can also mean, what was I talking about? Ace of Swords. It can also be about inner clarity. It can be you've got clouded judgment, you're rethinking something. Let's ask. So tell me about all that for Virgo. Oh, so some of you may have been with somebody, or you were the person, I don't know, but there may have been 3 people. Every time I get this card, it can mean very different things, whether when you have the 6 of Pentacles. It can mean, you know, prosperity and charity and generosity and someone giving a gift. But when I get it, and especially when the devil's involved, it generally means 3 people are in the relationship. So just be aware, somebody may have been a cheater, something like that, either are or were. I feel like though you had a complete and painful ending with this person. You hit rock bottom, you've got deep wounds, you've betrayed, you're going through loss, you know, all that kind of thing. So you do have a lack of faith, you do have self-trust issues, you do feel like you're going through despair, you feel disconnected between the universe, your intuition, all that sort of thing. But the truth does come out, and, you know, everything you do has an effect. So, you know, just be aware of that. In case that cheater person is you, just be aware that, you know, karma is a bitch. You've also got the Queen of Cups on the bottom and the Ace of Pentacles. I've got a few aces here, actually. The Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who needs to just do some self-worth and some self-care work. They are codependent. They like people to be, they're either in a codependent relationship, were in a codependent relationship, but they also feel like one of these people that feels like they need someone to love them. And if they don't have that person, they feel like they're just, you know, they don't cope. You've also got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there might be a financial loss, there might be lost opportunity and a lack of planning. Maybe you had either any of those things. Maybe you just made a decision and it was over. Maybe there was no plan. Maybe you are going to have a financial loss because of that, or there's a lost opportunity with somebody due to that. But yeah, you feel like you're just stuck. You feel like you're not really progressing. Somebody's very irresponsible. They're careless. You know, they're bored, or they were bored. Whatever this is, could be past, present, future. As I said, for some of you, it may be present. But yeah, there will be mental clarity. There will be a fresh start. You might have a very sudden opportunity come in as well. You may see the truth in a situation. You may also be thinking back about what you've had, and kind of, you know, a bit of nostalgia really. But you may have a lack of confidence, or you may be very egotistical, one or the other. Right, let's ask some more, get some more information about that. More information about deception and envy and triumph. Okay, you've got quite a few. Wow. You got 5 of Fire. So it's like conflicts, disagreements. You might go through some sort of lawsuit, or are, or were, or will be going through some sort of lawsuit. You don't know where you stand with somebody. There may also be disagreements. Competition, as in there are 3 people in the relationship, like I said. Maybe somebody was a cheater. You've got Knight of Fire in reverse. So it's about you having your energy in too many things. Maybe you just need to stop and just focus on one thing at one time. There may be a delay. You may feel frustrated. There might be arguments. Somebody might be jealous and suspicious. So just be aware. You've got 9 of Earth in reverse. So it's like you focusing on your self-worth. You may have been hustled, as I said, by somebody. You've also got the King of Water and the Ace of Water. So, you know, you may have been with somebody who was very manipulative because it's in reverse. They might have been moody. They may have been violent for some of you, but they were definitely manipulative. And you've also got the Ace of Water in reverse. So, yeah, you're hesitant to open your heart again since then. You are being selfish. Maybe you are a very selfish person, or somebody is a very selfish person. It's all about their ego. But yeah, you need to release fear. You need to get rid of any kind of repressed emotions, deal with them. Inner confusion you may be having, and you know, you need to compromise or make a decision. Maybe you need to weigh up your options. For some of you, it's like you have blocked feelings for others, but yeah, maybe you're thinking about getting back with this person or moving on, whatever that is. But yeah, you're definitely fearing the change. You need to do some work on you because you're averting, you don't want to make the decision. It's like you don't want to have the tower moment, but if you don't, you will eventually have the tower moment. Yeah, but that takes courage, really. Then we have Solitude, which is like the Hermit card. So it's about doing the work on you, introspection. It's about doing soul searching, being alone, getting some inner clarity, inner guidance, all that sort of thing. Tell me about that. Oops, one of the cards just went flying. Okay. Yeah, as I said, it could have involved 3 people. You've got the 3 of Swords, so that's all about heartbreak, divorce, you know, depression, broken relationship, betrayal, being cheated on, emotional pain, all those things. You've got 3 of Wands in reverse, where you prefer to just stay in your comfort zone, which is why you're being a bit of a hermit at the moment. It's easier than trying to go out and you know, meet other people or whatever. Yeah, you might also have a lack of foresight as well. There might be frustration, some unexpected delays, some obstacles as well. You do need to get rid of whatever self-limiting beliefs you have about yourself. There might be confusion. You might have, you know, have to redirect your energy. Yeah, but it's all that kind of thing. And also just, you know, take chances. You're on a new path and beginning. You have fresh hope. Be a free spirit. You know, it's new beginnings, which is really good. You've also got the Ace of Wands underneath. So you might have some very fiery, passionate beginning. Could also mean a new career, but it could also mean a new relationship that's very fiery, very passionate. You are kind of moving on. You're looking for something better than what you've had. You're disappointed, but, you know, you're moving on. You definitely feel like you're burnt out. You also feel like you're restless, you're unfocused. Some of you are a bit impulsive. But yeah, it's all about, somebody was a manipulator, I feel like. Somebody is very emotionally manipulative. They misuse their power as well. But there will be a Prince Charming. So maybe the person you think is either you're being manipulative and coming across like a Prince Charming to somebody, or somebody else is, or there'll be somebody new. Yeah. But yeah, somebody may be in an abusive relationship. They may be mind games. There might be competition. They, you know, all those sort of things. Someone's a bit of a bully. But yeah, so you need to just be by yourself. So let's ask. Tell me about that, Virgo. Queen of Air in reverse. I mean, that can describe someone who's easily influenced. They're overly emotional. They're bitchy, cold-hearted, sly, deceitful, all those things. It's like you don't want to clear away what doesn't serve you either. You've got Judgment card in reverse. So you're doubting yourself. You're ignoring, you know, you're your worst inner critic. You might miss an opportunity as well. 4 of Cups. You're feeling unfulfilled, bored, you know, contemplating, maybe do some meditation. You're doubting stuff. Maybe you need to, you know, open your eyes to the possibilities of what's around you. But yeah, as I said, it could involve 3 people. There's something to do with 3 people. Maybe you're being controlled, or you are the controller. I don't know. But you are going to move on, which is good. That's all about releasing baggage, having a new perspective. You're moving on. You're transitioning to something better. So tell me about that for Virgo. Got quite a few. Oh, 5 of Swords again. You've definitely got the nostalgia card again, but this time it's reverse. It's like focus on your friendships. You know, you're disappointed with what went on. You've got to forgive what happened so you can move on. There may have been secrets, but also there are unseen things going on behind the scenes. You need to use your intuition. You know, may have fear and anxiety as well about that. You've got the Knight of Swords in reverse again. So you're definitely feeling restless and impulsive, burnt out, all those things. You've got 9 of Swords in reverse. So you're going through deep-seated fears, secrets. You need to release the worries. And you've got 3 of Cups in reverse again. So it's like there's 3's a crowd, like there's 3 people. It means you need to be independent. You need to just be by yourself, but also it involves 3 people. Something involves 3 people. On the bottom of the deck, you got the 5 of Swords again and the Hermit again. Ugh, 5 of Swords. I mean, that's all about, it can be a violent relationship, an abusive relationship. It can mean someone's a bully, they play mind games, you're in competition, as I said, with another person. Somebody wants to win at all costs, they're very hostile. And you've got the Hermit card, where you just need to be by yourself, do some introspection, get some inner clarity, inner guidance, soul searching, all that kind of thing. Just be by yourself. But yeah, somebody is definitely manipulative and they misuse their power. And it's the inner truth. Trust your inner truth. Because somebody may appear like Prince Charming, offering you everything. Maybe that's you, maybe that's someone else. But there will be you starting afresh. Somebody starting afresh. And new job, whatever. Can mean any of that. Not the best reading. Virgo? Okay, tell me about that for Virgo. So you've got Ace of Air and Page of Water. I mean, they're really great cards. So you're moving on. You've got Ace of Air, which is the same as Ace of Swords. So you've got a fresh start. You're having mental clarity. You might have something really sudden come in, some new opportunity. You know, you see the truth. It's like success, you know, like you're meeting someone new. They may be very smart. It may have a bit of a challenging beginning, but it's also seeing the truth of a situation. Can mean any of that. And you've got the Page of Water, which is like a Prince Charming, as I said. Oh no, this is a new love, sorry, this Page, new love. So it's like somebody possibly who's younger than you. It can mean trusting your intuition. It can mean intimacy, you know, all those things. Maybe a relationship begins a new phase, but yeah, a new person enters your life. Lucky you, Virgo. Right, we've got Justice card in reverse. It's like somebody was dishonest. They're not taking accountability for their actions, and the other person feels like it's very unfair. 9 of Air in reverse is all about deep-seated fears, secrets, and somebody releasing their worries, as I said, and you need to trust your intuition. Trust yourself. On the bottom of the other deck, you've got Conflict and Defeat. You're not trusting your intuition here. You might be in some sort of mental conflict. You have got the Lovers card, which is all about values alignment and strength of 2 people, partnership, you know, all those things. But you've got conflict and defeat that you're going to go through, which is once again 5 of Swords. It's exactly the same card that keeps coming up. It's about an abusive relationship, conflict, mind games, competition, all those things. And you've got financial and material changes in reverse. So that's about recovering from something. Normally it's a financial loss, but for me, I find it can be about love as well. Like any kind of loss you've had, you're recovering from that. It's going to take courage. You may focus on your work as well for now. It's pretty much all of the decks say the same thing over and over. Right, let's ask some oracle cards. But yeah, it doesn't sound like you've got any kind of closure yet with your regards to your past. Yeah, it's like you can manifest whatever it is you want. You can make that happen. Just watch how you actually, you know, speak to people, express things from a loving place, and any kind of triggers or traumas, they can yield drama, so be aware of that. Any kind of new beneficial thought patterns as well. But you can create your new reality. You can create whatever it is you want. You've just got to manifest whatever it is you want. Manifest exactly, be very, very specific. Okay, Virgo. It's like you haven't dealt with your heartbreak. You don't want to. You don't want that freedom from that toxic relationship or addiction. It's like you're not moving on. You're still thinking back about the past, but you need to have a breakup. You need to separate. You need to stop the pattern. You might be having some sort of silent treatment with the person or feel abandoned, but that relationship is a karmic relationship. It's something you learn from. You learn, you know, it's a horrible situation. You learn from it, and then you love you progress. You may be married to this person or in a high level of commitment, and it's like you don't have boundaries. You just don't want to deal with it, really. Okay, what else have we got here? Yeah. You're not ready to kind of move on to the next phase in your life because you haven't dealt with whatever you've got to deal with. You may have abandonment issues. You may be in a codependent relationship, or as I said before, you may be one of these people that feels like they need someone to be happy, which may eventually lead to some sort of commitment, engagement, wedding, high level of commitment, whatever. That is what you want. That is where it may lead. Okay, one card. Okay, one card for Virgo. One card. Okay, you got two. Friendship. You know, make sure you remember your friends. Turn to them if you need support. Spend time in nature. Whether it involves water or whether it just is around in nature. You know, be like the warrior. Protect your heart, you know. All those things, you know, keep your strength and your courage and your resilience and all those things. But yeah, you need to be like a warrior, you know, have your boundaries up. Okay, I want one card for Virgo. One card. One card for Virgo. Yeah, you need to change. You need to change your thought patterns. You need to change the way things keep happening. You need to change relationship. You need to change whatever it is you need to change. You know, whether it's you're moving on from the past, it's a change. You know, whatever that is, you need to make sure you have compassion. At the moment, you're not really open to a relationship change. You haven't dealt with your healing. You haven't done any kind of healing. Make sure, as I said, you may jump into something new and you haven't done the work on you. You haven't grieved. You haven't healed your heart. Maybe you moved on too quickly. And just because your ex moves on doesn't mean you're ready to move on. You know, one card. Okay, you need to trust your intuition. Take back your power. Be a leader in your own life. You are going through some sort of soul journey, but you refuse to learn the lesson. Maybe look into alternative medicine as well. That can help if you need some sort of help with things. Alternative medicine can be great. One card. You're attracting a relationship. As I said, maybe, you know, you might be very charming, whatever it is, but you are attracting, and you can attract this romantic relationship. But you just have to make sure it's what you want, and also make sure you've dealt with your past so you have no baggage. But you also need to let love in. Make sure you keep your heart open. One card. Oops. You need to love you for you, and you need to break free from that negative attachment, being that ex. As I said, there is going to be sadness and ending a new beginning, but you're not dealing with that. They may have, or you have, somebody has cheated. There's been that, you haven't moved on from that, you haven't healed from that. Yeah, repressed emotions, healing, it's like all the same thing. You need to work on you, get some self-confidence. It's all the same thing all over and over and over and over the card. You haven't dealt with your grief, as I said. You haven't dealt with it yet. You may travel, you may meet somebody while you're traveling. Maybe you like to just be around water. Maybe that's very healing for you. But yeah, travel, romance, potential, it says. So maybe you're going to attract somebody while you're away. Maybe you go travel somewhere near water. Doesn't have to be interstate, it can be wherever. And you meet someone new. There's potential. Yeah, you're definitely on a soul journey. You need to spend time in nature. But yeah, your soul journey's spun out. Put it here. Complete the cycle, learn the lesson. It looks like then you'll meet somebody new. Okay, one card. Reconsider a commitment. You know, you have your you have the choice. You have, you know, if you say, oh, I want to date you, and then next thing you know, you're like, you know what, I really don't. You have every right to change your mind. You know, you have choices. Maybe you need to rethink your choices. And you've got love on the bottom, like love is coming, you know, love is what you want. Let me do some love cards for you because it's all about love. You've got to release the ex and then release that situation, deal with that situation, get rid of the baggage, you know, release baggage, all that kind of thing. And then looks like something new is coming pretty quickly. Okay, tell me about Virgo. Yeah, maybe you were married to this. Maybe you were married to this person. It's like religious factors. You may also have had kids with this person as well. Your family may have some part to play in beliefs and things that you now don't suit you, don't serve you. You know, maybe that and religious, maybe you need to look into those. Maybe you were taught things as a child that you don't believe as an adult. And retreat, spend time in nature, spend time by yourself, as I said. Disconnect from the world. And, you know, things are going to take some time though. But yeah, children, there may be children involved. And then maybe when you meet somebody, it will turn into an engagement, as I said. Anyway, that's the reading for Virgo. I will reset and move on to Capricorn. So if this is where you leave, thanks for watching, and don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I will be back with Capricorn. Okay, bye. Hey, we are back with Capricorn. Lucky last for the earth signs. Okay, Capricorn, 1st to the 7th. November. Okay, tell me about Capricorn, 1st to the 7th of November. Ooh, got quite a few for that. Alright. Guess that's what we'll read. One more. Ooh, good things are coming for you, Capricorn. Quickly shuffle these and then we'll start. So I can already see it looks like heartbreak and loss is over. That's how I read it. And also material harvest. So with the heartache and loss, it's like you may have been through that heartbreak, divorce, whatever. But now you're releasing that pain. You're forgiving somebody. You're kind of stopping negative self-talk. You're becoming a bit more optimistic. You know, as I said, it's like getting over that heartache and loss. And then you've got material harvest. So material harvest is like you being self-sufficient, you being independent, you're becoming a bit of a green thumb. You know, you've got those financial material comforts that you need and want. So let's ask, tell me about that for Capricorn. Let's see if I can get one more. So you've got 8 of Pentacles and the Star. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you, now when I get this card, I mean, it could mean many things. It could mean that you like your job. It could mean you go and do some extra training. It could mean widening your knowledge. You know, you've got to put in the effort, get more money, that kind of thing, right? Although it's reversed anyway. Sorry. So, which to me says that you are probably too focused on one area of your life, whether it's relationships or maybe you're too focused on your job, whatever it is. But I feel like it's more relationships because I also think you don't have any kind of ambition either. And you've also got the Star card. Now the Star card is like, for me, it's like wish upon a star, right? You can get miracles. It's about having, you know, inner clarity. It's like hope, faith, you know, all those things again. So it's like you're getting over the heartache and loss, and then, you know, you're having hope and faith that something else better is going to come along. You need to trust your intuition though, the High Priestess. That can mean there are secrets. It can mean there's, you know, mystery, but you need to trust yourself. The same as the Moon card. There are things going on behind the scenes you don't know about, and it's about trusting your intuition. Right, let's ask. Tell me more about that for Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. Got Wands and Wands. Right, so you've got 4 of Fire and 6 of Fire. You're progressing. So 4 of Fire is all about celebration. It's like happy home. You're moving on, leaving the past behind. And you've got 6 of Fire as well. So which is all about self-confidence and, you know, progress, and you're moving on. You like success. You are gonna, you know, it's like victory. It's great. You're moving on. You're progressing. You've got 10 of Earth and 7 of Earth on the bottom. Ooh, you also got Page of Water. Okay, so you may have been controlled in your past as well. And yeah, obviously you had a breakup, but you've got 10 of Earth and 7 of Earth. Once again, 7 of Earth and 10, you're progressing. So 7 of Earth reverse is like slow progress. It's like you're impatient. You want something, you know, to happen now, but it's going to take some time. It's like if you plant a seed, you know, it's going to take a bit of time to grow. You got 10 of Earth. Now 10 of Earth is like the completion. 10 of Earth is about self-worth, and maybe you were hustled in the past. But you also got Page of Water. So it's about a new love. It's about somebody who's possibly younger than you. There's intimacy. Trust your intuition about that as well. The reason I say that is because we'll start with these ones. So first of all, you've got to speak your truth. Trust your intuition. That's the first 2 things. Patience, you're going to need patience. As I said, the tree is, you know, the plant that is growing here is not going to, I don't know if you can see that, it's not going to grow overnight. Like, it's going to take some time. So you definitely need some patience. That's the same as the Temperance card, and that's all about divine timing. So, you know, things will happen when they're meant to. And you've also got fulfillment of wishes, right? Your wishes are going to come true. It's like material abundance, good health, you know, hope, security, contentment, self-satisfaction, abundance, you know, all those, everything you want, you're going to get. So that's amazing. Let's ask about those. Tell me about all that for Capricorn. yeah, you may have been, I mean, first of all, Three of Cups is about friendship and circle of support. Maybe you are going to have some sort of celebration or collaboration with somebody, but generally, I mean, for me, when I get that card, it can also mean there may have been 3 people. Maybe your ex or person or whatever that is was cheating on you. You need to change your perspective. You need to let go of that self-sacrifice, all that, you know, have some wisdom, learn from this and move on. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you feel stuck, you feel bored, you know, someone's at a standstill, like you're not progressing. But I think, as I said, your wishes are going to come true. Things are going to get better. Whatever restrictions you have are all self-imposed. They're negative thoughts you're going to get rid of. You know, stop self-sabotaging, stop, you know, with the indecision. You know you deserve better than this person, because once again, they may have involved 3 people. To me, you just need to focus on you. You need to recuperate, you know, relax, just enjoy life and let it happen. Because you got 3 of Pentacles as well, which is all about teamwork and material gain. But once again, when I get that card, oh my God, I get those 2 cards, generally means there's 3 people. When I get this card, it means there's 3 people. This is like, yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups can involve 3 people. And you've had Page of Cups before. But yeah, every time I see this particular card, it just reminds me of 3 people. And the fact that there's 3, 3, 3, like all those 3 people, 3 people, 3 people. I feel like somebody involved 3 people. I don't know why, but I mean, there might not be for everybody. I'm not saying that's everybody, but I feel like for some of you, it just maybe you need friendships, turn to your circle of support. But a lot of you, you've been with somebody who cheated on you. Okay, tell me about that. You're unable or willing to make a decision. You're at a stalemate. You're pretending there's no problem. 2 of Air. It's like you can't make a decision. You're weighing up your options. You've got blocked feelings. You're avoiding making the decision. And I'm not sure why, because you're going to get whatever you want. Over here, you've got Love Begins. Like, things are going to get better. You've also got 8 of Earth. Now, this is, to me, once again, this is one of my cards that every time I get it, it means what it means. So generally, I mean, you might love your employment, you might want to go do some extra study and some training and whatever. But when I get this card, if it's already involved all of this and it's about a relationship, it's generally widening your knowledge on that person. Like maybe you didn't know they cheated, or maybe you didn't, you know, seeing what you didn't see before, widening your knowledge about that person. On the bottom of the deck, you need to get some self-love, focus on you. It's like there was disharmony. You obviously didn't have the same values if they're cheating on you or whatever, or there's cheating going on. You need to just be by yourself. Be a free spirit. Take chances. You know, new paths and beginnings, fresh hope, all those things. There'll be some unexpected opportunity as well. But yeah, you might have been with somebody who was just a real narcissist, and you have high expectations, or they had too high expectations that you just couldn't meet. Could be any of those. Yeah, but you definitely have the past resentment. You definitely have the loss. You know, some of you may reconcile with this person, and, you know, that is what it is, but hopefully not. Then you've got patience and planning, and love begins, as I said. So have patience, you know, stand your ground, you know, just have patience and planning, really. It's like patience, hard work. You've got to wait for the plans to bear fruit. You've got to be ready for the next move. You're looking at your life with a long-term view. What do you want? But maybe have a plan for your life. But there, just have patience, because divine timing, it's all about divine timing. And you've got love begins, like a new relationship. It can mean, you know, proposal, marriage for some, you know, emotional fulfillment, like, yeah, it's amazing. Love begins. Let's ask. So tell me about love begins for Capricorn. So yeah, you may have been with this person, as I said, who was a player. And you had some sort of tower moment, and that was this big unwanted change, or you got a revelation or an awakening or something, but there's some big upheaval. There was like some tower happen. Maybe you found out, you know what, this person's cheating on me again. Oh, moving on. As I said, you need to have some self-love, and you obviously had that imbalance and misalignment of values, hiccups with this person. They may have been controlling. I mean, you've got the Emperor and the Empress. It's like a pair. But maybe you had to learn something from this person. But yeah, the Emperor is obviously very strategic and very controlling. The Empress in reverse, it's like you depended on that person. Maybe you're in a codependent relationship, or you feel like you need someone to make you happy. And you got the Justice. It's like somebody was dishonest and they took a lack of accountability for what they did. I want to know about the new relationship though. You got 3 of Wands in reverse, so you're staying in your comfort zone because it's easier. Ugh. There's going to be a delay. It's like you have a lack of foresight. You, obviously, as I said, you're trying to take a shortcut. You don't want to you don't want to learn the lesson and whatever. You're going to need your strength. Somebody may have been a manipulator. They misuse their power. You're going to trust your intuition. You've got those same cards again. Oh, come on. Let's move them over there. Okay, tell me about Ace of Cups, the Capricorn. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Capricorn. Come on. You've got... Yeah. Okay. So you've got awakening, right? Which is the same as the Hangman. It's like having a new perspective. It's like letting go of this. It's like you're currently just sort of stalling. You're kind of at the standstill. You're not progressing. But it's important to be you and like know, I guess, what you deserve. It's an awakening. Then you've got 8 of Air. It's like whatever restrictions you have, they're self-imposed. It's like negative thoughts, indecision, all those things. You want to self-sabotage, knowing that you can have something better. You're trying to self-sabotage that because it's easier. Queen of Air in reverse. It's like somebody's very deceitful. They're sly, you know, bitchy, cold-hearted, all those things. Why do you want to go back to this? Of course you want to move on past that. When you do 8 of 8, you got 8 of Fire. It's like you can manifest things quickly that you do want. It can mean fast-paced change. It can mean, you know, you taking action, and it can mean they communicate with you. Somebody's going to communicate with you. You need to learn from this failure though, because you're not going to learn. If you don't learn, you haven't finished the cycle. You haven't learned from that. You're going to keep getting more of the same. You need some self-love, self-care, and stop the codependent. As I said, you need to stop the shortcut. You need to learn the lesson. You have to learn the lesson. If you don't, you'll keep repeating. And you're doubting yourself. So you are your worst inner critic. You might miss an opportunity, which is this new love, because you're too busy focused on the old shit, to be perfectly blunt. You need to open your eyes to the possibilities. And as I said, they were probably cheating. 3 of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, I don't really need to know much more about the new relationship. In the end, I would rather the new relationship over being cheated on, but that's just me. You've also got, you need to work on you. It's the same as the Death card, which is a big ending, big change, transitioning. It's time to move on. You've got awareness yet again. You're not standing your ground. There are going to be obstacles and challenges. You need to learn the cycle. Oh my God, it's just going to continue. And the solar plexus chakra. I mean, as I said, the solar plexus is all about your power and your willpower, self-esteem, confidence. And I think it's reversed because you have none. Like, you need to, if you had that, you wouldn't go back to somebody who's cheated on you. You would be like, you know what? Deserve way better than you know, than your ass. I mean, you've got like the most amazing cards in the deck here. And, you know, you can get fulfillment of wishes. You can get, you know, you can get the fulfillment of wishes. You can get the love, new love begins. You've just got to, yeah, get rid of this person. Tell me about that person. Yeah, you've got to have expectations, no expectations. Like, put it out to the universe, have no expectations, and just go with the flow. But you've got to step out of your comfort zone. Like, now's the time to kind of go, this person's in my past, see you later. You're not really trusting the universe. You don't have total confidence in trusting that. But maybe you need to do a gratitude journal, get some self-love, all those things. Do something that makes you happy. At the moment, you're not really doing that. Okay, Capricorn. Yeah, you're definitely the other woman in a situation. There was competition and someone was very malicious. You might get someone new telling you they really like you. But, yeah, so it depends if you're open to that. I don't think you are. You might miss it. You need to focus on self-worth, self-love. Yeah, you need this new phase of your life. You need to rise like the phoenix instead of continuing with the same shit. And yeah, as I said, I don't think you'll really see the person that you're going to miss that opportunity with that person, because I think you're too busy focused on somebody that reminds you of the devil. Who's just a player. Okay, one card. Oh, not half the deck. Oh my goodness. Come on. Okay. Got quite a few cards here. I'll try again. Okay, one card for Capricorn. Thank you. If you need help, ask for it. Yeah, it's like getting out of your comfort zone, going and experiencing the world. You know, so many things to see and experience. Why do you want to stay in your comfort zone where you're being cheated on and lied to and probably, you know, stolen from and God knows whatever else? Had mind games played, you know, like, why would you want that? Yeah, relationship change. As I said, you know, this new person is going to come, whether you see it or whether you, yeah, miss it. You've got to communicate, speak your truth. It's on the bottom. I mean, you can have amazing things. You could have this amazing star, your wishes fulfilled, wish upon a star, all those things. That or a lying, cheating ex, who's an ex for a reason. One card. Capricorn. One card, come on. Personal power, it's taking back your own power. Maybe do some affirmations, maybe you will be able to get abundance. It's what you want, but you've got to manifest it. You've got to get rid of whatever is not serving you. But take back your personal power, like the wolf, you know. You know what you deserve, and you would know that more if you had some self-worth. So, which is why you need to work on this, which is what I say, I think, most readings. So Capricorn. Okay, one card. One card, come on. Capricorn needs to know about this situation. Okay, you got two. Strengthen your faith. Maybe you need to, or you also need to protect your heart. Whether you've got some sort of faith, but it's more like trusting the universe. And know that whatever, you know, even the crap that's going on, tomorrow's a new day, you know, the sun will come out tomorrow kind of card. Just inhale a breath of life and just, you know, life is short. Appreciate life, you know. Why, as I said, it's more about enjoying, just, oh, yeah, getting away from the stress of this shit. Okay, one card. Capricorn. Got a couple. You can have happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. As I said, you can have those things. You've got it right here. But you've got to let go. Even if you fear, if you've got fear or anxiety or stress or whatever, let go of that attachment. You've got to grieve the loss, move on from that, because, you know, You've got something better coming. You're just not ready for it yet. It's always when you least expect it, though, they say. One card. There you got 2. Protect your heart is on the bottom. You need to do rebirth. You can manifest whatever it is you want, as I've said. And maybe you need to do a cleanse. Maybe you need to cleanse your space, cleanse you. Look into cleansing. Shungite is the crystal, but I like black tourmaline as well. But for cleansing, I mean, maybe Google that. You can sage, salt baths, all those things. But yeah, you need to definitely do some work on you. Overall though, I mean, yeah, you've got shit, but this is all your, like, you're letting this happen. You know what I mean? This is self-imposed stuff. Like, you know, you can change this. Like, everything is in your control. You take back your power. You can control moving on from this person, blocking, I want nothing more to do with you ever again because I'm attracting something amazing. You have a choice. You need to make a choice. Consider the commitment. Speak to yourself in a really tender way. You know, treat yourself like you would want someone else to treat you. You're not willing to make a choice and you need to do something playful. Reflect back on, you know, keep your eyes open and have faith in the universe. At the moment, you're not having those things. I want to ask some loved ones as well because you've obviously got a new love coming. Move it around a little bit. And then I'll end with these cards. But you've got love coming, Capricorn, so I mean, good things are coming. Yeah, you're currently separated from the person. Maybe you're separated from the person also that you're attracting. And it's like maybe you're still trying to get back with this other person for some of you. It's like the separation's over. Your finances and career may have something to do with this. You may meet somebody at work. You may... Something to do with finances and career is involved in your love life. You may be married or in a high level of commitment with this person or were. Maybe you want to get married to the new person, so that could involve, you know, that. You might be very, very attracted to the person, but you have to release your ex first and love yourself. And then you can manifest and call in what it is you want. You've got to get over the codependency though. Anyway, that's all I have for Capricorn. Thanks for watching, and I hope it resonates. If it does, don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I will catch you with the next reading. Okay, bye.